corners on these roads are just absolutely lovely. But it's probably a good 2 foot's worth of difference in road height right to left there on those. Here as well, I mean, it's difficult for you to see it perhaps, but the camber switches as you go. They're a real delight to ride on. If you get some flow, they work really well. So yeah, there was rumbles on the inside of that one, which is why I held out. Takes a bit of practice to be consistently smooth and quick around these roads, given that you've got to retain a degree of probably more margin than most people might be used to in terms of ability to change a line, drop it in, pick it up, do whatever you need to because of crap like that. You've got to be reasonably happy slowing down, using brakes in the middle of corners if needed, back, front, whatever you need. Waipuna Forest, there we go. So here we go, this is the start of the forest area. Look at these lovely natives, the pungas. Only downside as far as riding a bike through this is you can get moss on the centre track and the centre line of the road, and you get lots of fern debris and stuff falling around. Not all of it gets swept off the road with other vehicles, and patches of wet. And then throw in the crappy seal that they have here and the way that they don't brush the roads after they've sealed them freshly, and the loose chip that they leave around. There's plenty to be careful for. So yeah, quite often you choose the position of your braking lines into corners so that you're not on the potentially loose middle bits. You can hear some stones coming up there. Vanishing points are key. Obviously, there's no signs on these corners. This is a state highway. Very critical to keep your head looking through the corners every time you go. Do not want to come off one of these roads. Tani Mahuta, 400 meters, big carry tree. Okay, you can't. I don't believe you can see them from the road. There are some lovely big ones further down that actually they act like gates on the road. In fact, they're beautiful. Yeah, no, I don't think you can see him. He's on the right hand side of the road. Here we go, this is all of the parking people walk. But he's in there somewhere. Keep my eyes on the roads and look for kiddies. Okay, so I will have, I don't know, 40 or so kilometers now of twistiness like this. To get through it, it's such a lovely road. I mean, it's not conducive to fast long distance riding, but as long as you've got enough other stuff mixed in, you can afford to do a bit of this and still enjoy it and get away with it. What I've found with this is it's well worth planning around these sections of road, making sure that you're doing them at the right times of day so that you avoid both the worst of the traffic and also night time, because you don't really want to be doing this under lights. You can, I've done it before. I've actually done this section at about 7:30 in the morning on a saddle saw that we started at 1 p.m. It's probably one of the hardest saddle saws I've done. And this section and the previous section coming down from up a little bit of speed and then you have to go and scrub it up again. It's one of those roads where you really want to try and maximise your visibility around every corner so that you can see and then set up for the next one or two. I'm not doing that here, whoops, never mind. Fuel stops aren't too far away today. They are sort of on a comfortable limit. They're between 290 and just into the 300s, which I can still do spurts like this and still make that distance. And I've got 5 litres of fuel in my top box just in case I get carried away and have too much fun and use too much going through a section like this. It's not exactly efficient, is it? I'm still sitting on 80, you know, 70, 80, 60, 80, somewhere around there. Hold a reasonable average speed through here. These are the 2 trees I mentioned where they sort of provide a gate. Check that out, isn't that beautiful? There's the red I was talking about on the giveaway. So beautiful, beautiful trees. So it was 25 degrees I think it was outside of the forest. Let's have a quick look, see what we're at here. 20. So that's actually quite a nice bit of reprieve from the warmer stuff outside. There's another lovely tree. Another one. Maori believed that the trees are their ancestors, which is why they're named, and they all tell different stories. Or I should say they all have their own stories. Actually, they don't tend to hold you up as much as you might think. There's often, I mean, they go so slowly, right? So all that you